Rest the sluice. The sluice. Sorry, sluice. Finally! Hopefully positive! The first one, wow.
Desperation unites the hopeful.
Judgment, which we use all the time. Toe-to-toe, which we use all the time, and it's lower stress. Thank you. That's all I want. It's okay, we have the synergy for the whiskey now. We're gonna get that whiskey train rolling.
Tread carefully and quickly. This is
go.
swine country.
Let's go left. This is swine country. It's okay, we got full wheels before we came here. Want to share? I've got extra. Extra what? Wow, immediate swine cash.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these
Academic
well-worn
cache
relics.
and study location scouting, a little bit of food. Random ally on turn start, add positive token. That's door resist.
Your coach is laden. You
Not
can carry no
much,
more.
actually. Keep the light, equip bandages. Keep this, equip dot removal. Keep that, and go ahead and keep that. And now we gotta figure out what to dump. Burn resist? We could probably dump burn resist, but I wanna be able to keep stacking up items too. These are restoratives, so in theory they could scale and stack. You know what, we can probably dump the map. And I'll dump the smelling salts and the noisemakers. The problem I have with smelling salts is that it's entirely dependent on turn order. You have to be able to move before the person who's stunned moves, and so relying on that to purge stun really only works on specific fights. Like you have to know that those counter a fight and then put them on the right unit. Like, oh, one unit's very fast, one unit's very slow, and the slow unit moves after the boss because I've engineered my speed to match up perfectly. Token generation. Well, it only generates one block token. What it really does is remove the stun, but it doesn't seem super effective.
Malaise, measured and steady.
This is lower stress, but we don't need it. Could use Howling End, could miss, so we'll Iron Swan. Go for the back line. Sorry, the back swine. You should be fine. 4 to 7. It's unlikely to kill. Let's get those consecrations going. I'm worried about them constantly stressing him out, or rather DOTing him to death, but we should be okay. You're dead. Oh, Milk Jug! Thank you very much for the resub. How you doing? The number keeps going up. Indeed it does. What's going on? Let's do it. Didn't kill him. Pig sticker. I'm a little wary now. We'll just do this. I was gonna say I'm a little bit wary now of the taunt from him, but that worked fine. Milkjug says logging into Diablo 4. Oh, is that out? Did you get that dodge token? Oh, right, from the consecration thing. Let's moor you. I hope you enjoy Diablo 4. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. I checked it out like several months ago when it was in early access. Not in early access, it was in beta. But thought to myself,
Results are encouraging.
maybe I just need to find someone to play it with. Alright, he's dead. Why is it? Oh, it's only a blight of 2 because we haven't upgraded that ability, which means we really should upgrade it at some point. We're still taunted, and we're still dodged.
Of harm.
She can't really heal herself, though, so she's gonna go for the heal on the Hellion. Although, maybe we should have gone for a kill. Ah, no, we probably wouldn't have gotten the kill. Connie says, I'm still gonna get it because I'm a sucker for Diablo. Fair. You can be a sucker. That's okay. I really should be using his bleed more, but I want to get the KO. So you know what? We're one turn away from being able to heal again. We don't have to, but we should. Ashen Rand says, Diablo 4 is online only, no thanks, I don't. Pay games will be closed in a year and not playable. I mean, isn't something like Diablo 3, you can still play Diablo 3, right? Like those servers aren't going to go down anytime soon. It'd suck if they did, but I don't think they're gonna go down anytime soon. What the hell is this? Hello!
Death has come to claim her elusive prize.
Memento Mori on Flagellant. Horror and stun. See, this is when I would love to have that anti-stun trinket. Hello, Death, how you doing? You have 80 health, low blight resist, high bleed resist. And you are gonna be focusing my Flagellant. I understand. A heal is probably in order. You get 2 actions per turn. Consecration would probably be in order. Let's get those tokens going. Minus 50%? Death's Door? That's terrible. Consecrate this man. Oh, we're still taunted. Well, let's purge some tokens. Oh, well, he's still taunted as well, but now he's not taunted. The horror is ridiculous, though. But now the Hellion's gonna be taunted for a couple of turns. Crit for 18 on Soul Reaver, heavy ass bleed. Okay. This seems like an opportunity to use some healing salves, you know what I mean? You know what, because you're taunted, you're more important than the Vestal right now. We might want to remove the combo token, but I think what we need to do is remove his tokens and start stacking up some bleed. I'm glad that landed because he does have high bleed resist. Soul Reaver is a heavy bleed. I would really have expected her to resist. Oh, dude, hopeful. I wish it was the other way around. At least you can purge your own bleed. The fact that we didn't resist though is kind of crazy. I don't think we need to taunt. I think we're gonna Wicked Hack. You don't need to heal. You need to heal yourself, basically. You could do damage, but... Nice pull, I wasn't expecting that, XD. 7 bleed. We have ways around that, it's just a lot. It's just a lot of bleed. That does remove horror, does it? Yes, okay. So you have a dodge token because of the consecration. That's very nice. Oh, you know what? This enemy also moves. They like shuffle around the gravestones. Very weird. Moore's on cooldown. It must not have gone off of cooldown when you were stunned. Very weird. We gotta start putting up some blight. We've only done 25 damage. Thank you, finally resisted. If we Howling End, we'll move back. It'll ruin consecration on this turn. I think you purge the bleed and just swipe. Well, Howling End next turn when the consecration runs out. Stress is a problem, but I think if we ignore stress... Oh my god, that's so annoying. At least she can purge it. She's gonna have 1 HP though. We need to put up the mark. I think... We gotta do it like this. I think if we slowly work him down, even though the stress is annoying, we'll get him eventually. 42% chance of inflicting a bleed. We could also go for some blindness. I want the damage. Vulnerability landed. If we can do a, and I think we can, Waning Crescent. That's annoying because of A, the block token, and B, the fact that it also purged the vulnerability.
Observe the subject carefully, and you will discover its weaknesses.
Not a lot of damage, but it's something. Trample. So maybe we want to push you to the front. Trample's the ability that the horses have in Endless Mode. And again, I would like to point out, 70 move resist. I guess it's not 100, but like, I would love to resist it one of these days, you know? I don't know, like, use your thing and just do some damage.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
You gotta move back. You've also gotta heal. We're almost in the proper party position. Don't hit the healer. Oh, come on. You missed. I wonder what Shadow of Death is. It moves you back. It applies horror and combos. But you couldn't do it. You can trample from the front, so you... It doesn't even show that trample hits us. I hate this UI. So you can do every move from any location. So immobilizing you or pushing you or pulling you does not matter at all. Okay. It's fine. Now you're on Death's Door. What's your resists? 50. Purge some of those dots. Yeah, because that's kind of what I was worried about. Did it say Death's Door? Oh, we resisted the bleed, so we healed. And she's very bright on that meltdown. How does death on Death's Door work? See, that's what I want to know. Not really a point in doing too much stress relief right now. Or heals.
Denied once more, she retreats to
Well, that was
some
annoying.
unknowable place.
So can that just happen, like, +3 mastery? Can that just happen, like, at any point? Death's Head. On entering Death's Door, speed, stealth, -2 stress. The stealth is nice. I guess it's okay. Probably just at the door looking for keys in her pockets. Well, that's interesting. We need some heals at some point. Okay, we got some trinkets. Oh, well, I mean, we're not giving this to you because you already have... It's a unique trinket, I think, though. You already have these. When entering Death's Door, you get speed, stealth, and -stress. If you're bleeding, you don't want the speed, though. I don't know if I want this. I know we can dump this. Gotta equip more freaking items on everyone, though. We are burning through combat items, and I really want to start stockpiling, but we can't. Zerg says, I went to an oasis with 2 people at 8 stress and 1 at 1, and the 1 at 1 wanted the stress heal. The others just wanted to leave. I hate going to the oasis and not being able to put it in the bottle, because that's worth way more. It's worth like 12 stress reduction at the oasis. Okay, we got a lot of items here, so you can take these. We don't need to equip those, we'll equip those. It is swine combat. Swine! Swine! Bigger stacking is nice. I mean, what I really need to do is I need to find an inn that has a ton of combat items on the cheap and then just buy them all. We need to buy so many. Really freaking annoying with that plus 40% damage baloney. I'm giving you the speed buff. And I'm giving you the consecration. What? She got weakness? Oh, Lord. At least our light's high. We got that going for us.
There is beauty.
Right? That screen doesn't tell me a damn thing. Oh, plus meltdown chance. We do need to, oh my god. Minus 30%, no, minus 25% meltdown chance, minus 20% health from shattered will. Oh god. And minus 30% bleed resist. That's why you keep bleeding so much. Okay, I get it now. We do need to, like, purge a lot of these. I don't know if I want you to be taunted here, but we can probably do it. Meltdown quirks are pretty bad. Because they always have something else along with it, like plus, or rather, minus health, minus speed, minus resists. Did he glow when he used that ability? What's going on there? Play out. I could give her a better block token. I like where she's at right now. I just want to stack up damage on one of these swines.
The enemy weakens.
All right, you're dead.
Wanes.
Surprising dodge, but at least it kept the block token up. -1 stress. Thank you, abilities. I could hit this guy and start killing him. He is currently taking 10 damage. I actually think I'd be better off working down one of the worms. Very good roll. You're on death's door. Because if we go for the worm, we can probably kill it before it eats a corpse. And this guy, he's gonna move anyways. He's gonna have several actions because it's not like anyone else can hit him. Why are they so agile? They're so weird. So a mantra is a heal, but a judgment is a kill. At least now Meltdown is not instant hate. Like lose your combat buff. Right? Wrong screen! Doesn't tell me a damn thing. Like you don't lose the toe-to-toe hopeful. Going Meltdown and losing those would be horrible. Horrible for me anyways.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
He's such an asshole about it too. Oh, did you make a mistake? Like, no, like I went for attack. Like, we have to attack at some point, you idiot. But did you make a mistake? It's like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? They went from friendship to immediate hateship. Oh, that's terrible.
Collaboration confers advantage.
That would suck.
A calculated generosity.
I don't really know what else to do on that turn.
One, nonetheless.
I am taunted. Like, you could attack the one who's taunted. Just so you know. Not quite dead. You can't even hit the dude who's stealthed, so... You can target yourself. I didn't know you could target yourself with that.
Hold fast,
Wow!
for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
See, that's more like it. It's just a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of damage. Please show me the heal. Thank you. Alright, so you're already healing to full. Let's do this. You can heal yourself more next turn if you need to. A heal for 27 off of that, which you can use every other turn, though, is pretty damn good. Alright, I mean, let's give everyone a block token then. You get a block token, and you get a block token, and everyone gets a block token! Woo! Oh, that was the one that already was going away. I should have thought about it for another second. Guess we can purge your dot. Hey, at least you only hit for 3. I'd like to kill you now. Dude, Howling End, it's a lot of damage, but it basically is only used once per combat. Which I think is a little annoying. I mean, I could just not have it equipped, and it does a lot of damage once, but then that's basically it. Stress relief?
Take
Nope.
heart and do not relent.
As you upgrade it, it gets more usable. Does it actually get like
Unencumbered
more
potency still
cooldown?
lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
Yeah, by 1, but it's still every 3rd turn. I guess it is a lot better. Those are both garbage. I literally have the legendary version of one of those. No. I don't want these trinkets. Get rid of them. All right. Whoa.
Elementary problem, is it not?
Can't equip anything else. That's fine. Loathing or loathing? And a candle. Let's go loathing and a candle.
We must keep moving.
All right. Gotta upgrade toe-to-toe. Yeah, well, I thought I upgraded it. Hold on. Stop. Yeah, I already upgraded toe-to-toe. Removes winded. Well, we're running out of wheels. Sit and read with me. Oh, we're gonna miss that one. More combat.
Swine folk, indulging their vileness in the dark.
Their vileness and their vile vials. All right, let me think about this for a minute. I love the sweater on the Hellion because it helps to counteract her bleed. If we can remove hemophiliac, that would be great. If we can't, maybe is there anything else we can use to bump up her bleed? No. Fine. Torch is high debuff resist. I mean, we can increase the torch because we have those items. Ah, keep hitting the wrong buttons. You have good poison. Okay. You have good bleed and debuff resist piercing. I like those on him because he does do debuffing. That being said, we could also give him a stained item that is plus 75% max health. So I could do this, then he'd have 51 HP. It's pretty good. His bleeding would be a lot worse. Well, I mean, I say a lot worse, but the Jester having 29 health is pretty low. Bumping that up to 51 is pretty hot. The lowest we have is 39 on the Hellion, and she can heal herself basically always. And that's mainly because of freaking Shattered Will. But I really like debuff piercing. But I also like you not dying immediately when we engage in combat. Random ally on turn start, add a positive token, 33% chance. Why don't you take that? Your debuff resist is already low. Alright. Flee, attack, attack. Neutral, neutral. We seek glory in the jaws of death. Really? The Vestal's like, yeah, I'm in? We got a big, oh, God damn. We got a big boy though. The Swine brute.
Is the natural prelude to action.
Gore is a forward stun. Smash is a frontline stress. Squeal is a stress. You do a lot of stress. 32 HP, 40 HP. Weirdly enough, it's probably worth focusing on the Swine Brute because we can use the Flagellant to target both the back line. This Carrion Devour is going to eat some corpses, but that's not like a huge problem, I think. So let's alternate. We'll open up with the toe-to-toe, and then we'll toss out a more next turn. Lower bleed resist, lower blight resist. Okay, that is pretty bad. We should have actually made the Flagellant move faster, I think, because with the taunt, we're gonna lose the taunt on this turn anyways. Purge your block token. I guess I could give you a big block token on this turn. It's not worth, like, that much. What are you gonna do? I don't know. Gore? Squeal? Probably, like, pretty decent damage. Let's give you a block token. Let's see how this goes. You didn't move. Did you not move? You're immobile! That's fine. You're stunned for a turn. That's okay. It's a lot of DOT on that. Who do we want to move fast? Probably... I don't know. I don't want the Flagellant to move fast because he's going to do the heal on this turn and taunt, so I want him to be slow. I guess we should just do some damage. It's a nice miss, because I don't know what that ability would have done. You got a dodge token, which is pretty nice. I'd rather you not take 16 damage. But you are going to taunt now. At least you have one block token still.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Good dodge. And decent attack to get hit on because it didn't really do that much damage. Let it run like a river. Yeah! You can't Iron Swan though, unfortunately. What you can do though is hopefully kill this guy in one hit. You know what? You crit for 30 freaking 2. Thank you.
Agony by accumulation.
Agony by death. Is your death's door resist 25? Still rather purge all of that bleed.
This wound, at least, has been...
Because this guy has a 75% chance of just dying. Good block token. Finally, we can work these guys down. And you're gonna have a big self-heal for 27. Now that we've upgraded that, it's a lot better. I will admit to that. I could tell that he reduced the stress by 1 because I was about to comment on, if only we could give him 1 more stress. Now he's at 3. That was a big corpse, but I can still probably kill you before you can act now. 'Cause if I wipe you, you're not gonna get a crit.
Excellent.
We're gonna get a crit instead. Through suffering, strength. I don't want to move back. Why is it is this really 2 to 4 damage? Why is your damage so bad? Right, the screen doesn't actually show me a damn thing. Ah, misstep, right. I should have realized. All right, I did give you the thing that made you significantly worse in combat, didn't I? And she's winded, so she also did virtually no damage. And this thing's gonna live for a turn and do a crit. It will get death stored though and do 50% less damage, but... Lucky dodge. So you should be dead, right? You are dead, good. Quick taunt, just in case we don't kill this guy in a turn. In a turn. Admittedly, the Jester's damage is freaking piss poor now, but we were never really utilizing the Jester for its damage all the time. It's the bleed and sometimes occasional crits. I guess he does have pretty decent crit chance, but mostly it is about the bleed. And now I don't have the bleed trinkets on him, so I don't know, maybe we should swap him back out. Goading Gargoyle, convert blindness to strength. Great for the leper. I don't know if it's good for us right now. You know, that would actually be pretty good in the Cove as well. It's not the Cove, but that'd be really good in that biome because there is a persistent fog, isn't there? I really don't like you having low HP. Like, I don't want you having 29 HP. Yeah, the Cove. Misstep is fun on a Blight Flagellant. Wait, you... Oh, that's not this. What the hell's Misstep? Oh, this, right, because of the health. I suppose, yeah, the... Well, why don't we look? How much health would a flagellant have? 98. All right, that's a lot of HP. How else do you build him? Oh, I'm building him with good blight piercing and good blight duration. But I guess you could build him with having a ton of HP and then he just does whatever blights he can. But I like having the extra blights. But I guess I'm getting what Connie is saying, which is that you can make it so that your flagellant is buffing and debuffing. That way you don't really care so much about noxious-based trinkets, giving you resistance piercing and blight resistance piercing and blight duration. You would just have him debuff the enemy or buff your party, and then he's also tanking, hopefully. But I still like this. Stress damage, 1 damage. Resist. Just leave it for a second. We do need to dump some stuff out of the inventory. We have food, but we can dump the stale bread. Zerg says, I'm so ready for me to get to the Act 3 boss and the entire party wipes, but him, so that he has 300 HP. I wonder what... I guess I guess Mother of Zerg has not seen the Act 3 boss, but I am curious if they changed that whole debuff thing that he does. Wow, there goes our last wheel. Luckily, we're pretty close to being done with this.
Mind your wheels. They have nothing left to give.
Should be one more combat and then we're out, I think. Zerg says, correct, I have not. More combat. That's fine. Oh, now they're all happy about going in. They're like, yeah! Swine! Dude, it is so hot today. I'm broiling alive in my own shirt here. Why are you still weak? Is it hastened enemies? No, it was this is the thing. Shattered Will. Combat start. The vulnerability is being canceled by the block token. I understand it now. I get it. Now, I don't really want to move the Jester up to the front, but we could try to kill this Carrion Eater. I actually still think it's in our best interest to go for the back line first. Just because if we kill the Swine Skulker, then we can ignore, all the nonsense he does while stealthed. I'm gonna stim. +5 speed for 3 turns. I'm gonna stim you. And have you toss out a guard immediately. I guess we should really concentrate. Well, he's got 51 HP right now. You can't do that from the back. That's okay. We'll have you attack, then do it next turn. Vegas Jr., welcome. About to cook us some bacon. You gotta move back. $15 damage. That's a ton of damage. Good lord. But
All heroes.
She can use Adrenaline Rush. You can taunt for a couple of actions. Keep her alive. I do hate when they all go in stealth, though. But maybe it's a good thing, because it means that she actually won't have even the possibility of being killed. Right. I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, why is her health so bad? Yeah, because of the nonsense quirks. We gotta fix those at some point. In gives full torch. I know, but I have so many of them and they stack. Like, I don't care about using them on occasion. Heal for 5? Nah, we need to hit you. At least now the Hellion can kill you. Unfortunately, all 3 of them are gonna move before I get one action, because they're so bloody fast. Thankfully, you were blinded by the torch. Look at that, look at that. Now I can't hit you. I can't hit you either, because you're all stealthed up, you bastards. Well, let's murder you. Oh, we didn't have to. I forgot he didn't have any Death Door resist yet. Oh, I should not have moved my Vestal up to the very front. Well, gotta be paying a little bit more attention to that sort of thing. That'll fix that. Big Sticker is the high damage move. Ragged Hook is a bleed? No, it's a pull. A little strange. Probably worth purging your own blight. Quark says it's too dang hot. AC is nice though. Don't you have central air? I wish I had central air right about now.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
Bring, 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 bring. 3 to 5. 4 to 7. Well, there's a higher likelihood of landing the killing blow.
Learned.
We're gonna have a big heal, but nothing really to do with it on this turn, but that's okay. We'll just have you get the KO. 18 damage, vulnerable death blow on Judgment. She just continues reading her book. So that's why God says kill pigs.
Gloom, a spark.
Garbage trinkets. That's okay, this entire biome was for free. It was a bonus biome, and we're leaving it basically immediately. So whatever value we get, it's good for me. Take a look at your tokens first, or your trinkets. Add a positive token, healing given bonus. Sounds good. You've got the bonus maximum HP, which I like. You've got the blight, which I like. You've got good resists, which I like. All right, I kind of like that for now. Should really drop something so we have an inventory. Let's drop the burn in item. Unless, I mean, we could go to the sprawl, in which case that would be nice to have, but I don't know what the final boss of this chapter is going to do. Maybe it will be a burn, maybe it won't. Knowledge is the true killer. My light, no! Why is there an inn at the bottom of the sewers? At the top of the sewers, I can understand.
Where a little
Book
light
burner,
still gathers.
Fetor Scrounger, Ascetic. Still has Sanguine. Maybe it drops from the bottom and adds to the top like it round robins. I don't know, but we still have it. All right.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer has
Increases
meaning.
stacking of concoctions and powders.
Indeed,
Plus 2
it
produced
ever
from the
did.
alembic and retort. Food barrels. Increase stacking for food. Food gives you resolute chance buff. We could take it and then keep it and then use it later, I suppose. Party plus speed, lower stress. Party plus stress, relationship chance. Oh, we got a ton of whiskey. Hold on. I have no whiskey? Did I not produce anything? I like when these produce, but when they don't produce, you're just like, why do I have you? I went through an entire region and got nothing. Garbage. Well, let's see what we can buy, and we'll start stockpiling now, I suppose. Let's use the bread. And where are we going next?
Rain.
Fetor,
fire, and
Shroud. We could
Is there
fight
no
the boss
sanctuary from
again.
this madness?
Probably unnecessary. Resistance encounters, better scouting, no stagecoach items. Fight 6 or less road battles, minus 300% scouting. That's terrible. I'll go to the Shroud again. It's not terrible. We went there once. We can do it
Barnacle
again.
Timbers of the coastal villages are sodden with salt.
Upgrades. Oh god, now I gotta make a decision here. Acid Rain seems pretty good. I'd really like for this to give you a dodge. She's basically good. Resistance per token removed from Ministration. I could just give her Divine Comfort and then she can have like a heal, a buff, a heal, a buff, a heal. Like both consecrations. maybe. Howling End. Reduce the cooldown. Let's go for Acid Rain. You know what I would love? Freaking Hero Shrine. I want to get more skills. I found one on the first region. Let's do Iron Swan. Hitting the back is important. All right, well, we do need party things. We have a ton of cash that we can afford to spend. Oh my god, I hate the shuffling. So everyone is gonna have stress, but then also get better. Oh, and by everyone, we mean everyone. Everyone's gonna get a little faster. Kia! Shed your skins. We're light at the flame. We are the flame! Let's take a disease resist. Because this is kind of a diseasey biome. Movement resist, don't need it. We don't need the... Wait, someone became mellophobic off of that? You became mellophobic. You're also a Fetor Scrounger, but I'd still rather not go to the Fetor. Burner, Thin-Blooded. Any way of purging negative quirks? No. Blocked by Ascetic and Mellophobic. So this songbook, all of a sudden, became very poor as far as increasing relationships, but we can, it's a 2-target thing, so we can still put it on someone. So it's you, and you. One of those will get them to maximum relationship. 80% chance. Is it worth 16? I think it probably is worth 16. Let's go. Song for the fireside, eh? Come closer. And then, maybe now we should start thinking about stockpiling and how are we gonna handle the final biome. We should also really consider dumping trinkets, because if I have so many trinkets, we're not gonna need all of these. In particular, the Hellion with Blight Resist, we probably don't need that. What would we prefer to have on her? She's not bleeding, she's not debuffing. She already has pretty decent move resist. This would be a movement immunity, except for shuffling. Blindness to strength. She doesn't blind herself. We don't have the Fisherman's Net. I mean, I am actually very tempted to go fight the boss again, because we'll get his other trophy, which we probably won't use, but then also we'll get more like gold level trinkets, so it might be worth it. On entering Death's Door. Apply to attacker when hit. Round start if speed is low. Maybe I give you Clenching Claws. Then when you get hit, you reflect with debuffs. And you're in the front. I love him having Blight. I think I'm gonna go back to the bleed duration if we're gonna be fighting a boss in particular. And then we can give him, that debuff piercing. So his blinds and whatnot will land. The loot is trash, you can bail beforehand. That's a very, very good point. Very good point. Clenching Claw with the taunt. Yeah. She can taunt with toe-to-toe. And he taunts all the time, but I really want him to apply the DOT. It does make it tempting to give him the minus damage but plus health, because if he's taunting so much, he can heal himself very well with more, and more is going to be worth a ton of healing. But then we won't blight as much. I think for the final boss, I might go with that. but I don't really want to do it right now. And then honestly, what does she have? Positive token, gain on miss. Turn start a chance of a crit token. Random ally on turn start positive token randomly. Flame high, lower debuff resist. Dump it. Dump it down to 22. Seems good. 22 inventory. And let's start stacking up items again. So why don't we take some bear traps. Who has the light? You have 2 light. We can grab a couple more of those. We'll be able to buy food at the inn. I'm not worried about food. Kind of would like to grab movement resist that we can use in the next area. I don't know if the final boss moves. Like, that's kind of the problem. I don't know what the final boss does. Grab some smoke bombs. I have so much money, I'm just not doing anything with it, but I know. I just don't know what to do with it. We'll try to burn through these if we can. As much as I would like to hold on to the healing salves, they are very nice to have. Maybe I'll give you a smoke bomb instead. And then just hope that we produce items. Or yeah, when we can find a field hospital, that would be nice too. Spend some money, purge some quirks. All right, I think I'm good to go. The oozes! Turn start blight. Well, high blight resist himself. I've never seen the oozes before. Let's go for it. Rest. Well, we got 2. You know what? I would love to see more inventory space. I know I can get inventory space with stagecoach items, but I don't have those.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Play out, toe-to-toe. Lower stress. Don't forget the worship removers for the exemplar fight. God, I hope I don't forget. Howling End and Sanctuary for lower stress. I'm not using Sanctuary, and I don't think I'm going to. What I need to remember is movement resist for the fight against the Leviathan if we go that route. But we'll check the map.
Friday floats listless on the tide, brined in noxious
There is a hospital on the
degradation.
left with branching paths. And then a late hoarder. I kind of just really like this path. We get a hospital, we get a cache, we get the lair fight, we get a hoarder at the very end. I think I really like that route, actually. So yeah, your movement resist right now is 70. That's all we have to do to get you up to 100. Okay. 80 leagues to the end, good lord. So we want to go left. Try to remove some of these diseases and negative quirks. Get into some combat. I'm hungry and tired. This is Bard Bobridge. I fed you before we left. Did you not eat before we left the inn? We're not turning back. You gotta hold it in. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. Song of Shadows. Well, he's probably gonna get a crit. Unfortunately. I think I'm gonna kill one of those guys. Her getting weakness at the beginning of every combat is so annoying. Ashen Rand says, Twitch got some problems now, it seems. Oh. It's unfortunate. You know what? We should have used the speed up on him. Then maybe we would have had enough speed to kill this guy before he moves. All of a sudden, your damage is a lot better, Jester. Funny how that works, isn't it?
Straightforward and effective.
Well, Let's at least get this guy killed within 2 turns, even though he's gonna hit the crit here. Although he is blind. There we go. We'll just get the KO. 4 stress is fine.
Righteous action.
Oh, I guess we do have a turn. Are those negative quirks? I can't tell. Because buffing the damage of the Hellion would be sick. But I love her kind of self-sustain right now with healing on bleed and bleed resist and move resist and all that. Alright, Kesh. Chat stopped working earlier, says Jojo. My chat has been fine. Usually I'm the one who has the chat problems, too.
An inkling of potency still
Blah, 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 blah.
lingers in some of these
Some
well-worn
combat
relics.
items. Remove negative quirk. Very nice. A pig. Very good. Tangle damage. Apply on hit if serrated. Ah, this is exactly what we wanted for the Jester. Because now we can actually make his bleed like a 10 out of 10. Nope, well, not quite. Because this is not serrated, as a result, we're not going to get the value of piercing, except this is serrated, so I could give the Jester the clenching claws, and then the Jester would have bleed piercing, which is probably a little bit better than the bleed duration. I'd love him to have both. I guess we do have... No, we don't have the traps anymore. If we had the traps, we could just equip those. Oh, we do have the traps, right here. So we can give him serrated, and now he gets the value of both. Let's do that, shall we? And then we're gonna give you... What the frick? A little laggy. We're gonna view that. We're gonna give you laudanum. Dump this. We got the roast pig. Restorative herbs is very lovely. We're gonna keep those. Disease resists. We can probably dump that. Shrujin's Directory. We can dump that. So tempting to go for this selfish motivation item. It would work beautifully with the leper, I think, because he's constantly going to be blinded, but I don't want to spend 2 trinkets to enable this. I'd much rather her have the sodden sweater, especially because I know what we're going to be fighting. Gonna dump that. On death's door. I'm tempted to dump that. You know what? Keep the smoke bomb instead of the light for a minute. Oh, and dump the tangle book. That was the other thing. In my head, I'm like, there was something else I was gonna get rid of, and I forgot what it was. I remembered. Gotta get that last pet to steamroll with cultist trinkets. Does the last pet give you the opportunity to equip stained items without stained items, or you know what I mean? Because that's my bet off of what you just said. Wow, that's a lot of anti-venom. It's a restorative, and we produced 2 stacks of it. I guess it does add a dodge token. Let's use the laudanum first. The heck was that? Someone like got a super regen. Oh, it's because it's a field hospital, of course. All right. Can't get enough of the hard stuff. You need everything removed. We're gonna be spending big. Please remove. Turn start, remove 1 positive token. Oh my god, that's terrible. Minus 20 health, minus 20 meltdown chance, combat start, weak and vulnerable, turn start, remove positive tokens. No wonder she's been so bad.
Even the worst habits can be overcome.
We've not produced any whiskey yet. I'm dumping Tippler as well. And then we need to buy these because they're so good. And they stack. Debuff resist is pretty good. Plus 20% healing received. You know what? I'll buy 2 of those. I know it's cutting into our money significantly. I have $6. But I think that's okay. That we have 4 of those is beautiful. What's the light at? 76. Where are we going? Watchtower, loathing cache.
Is futility itself.
Gonna get a lair eventually. If we go to the lair, we have to waste the store, and I do consider it a waste. We're probably not gonna have a lot of money by then. We're gonna get 2 loathing immediately just going to the cache. Ugh. But we reduce loathing here. Yeah. Give me the watchtower. We can decide our path.
Reliable information brings accurate insight, after all. The loathing.
Ha-ha! He's very excited about passing through that weird blue ethereal cloud fog thing. Okay, and now it actually stopped me and said dump things. I don't know what the deal is with the UI, but I mean I like the opportunity here to, you know, fiddle. We got whiskey, we got a whiskey keg, we got an adrenaline tonic. I'm gonna dump the stimulants and I'm gonna dump the smelling salts. We can carry 5 party kegs. So maybe Connie's right. Maybe you can keep your inventory and have that pop-up happen, but it seemed weird.
Destiny.
If we go to the right, loathing up, then loathing down, then loathing down, then loathing up, then a hero shrine. We have to go that route. So we want to hit up the cache. Is our inventory 28? I mean, in theory, I don't have to dump anything, right? Let me look at this one more time. Loathing up, loathing down. Loathing up and down. Cache.
Despair and
he says no idea what the criteria is on that. I may have misread it earlier, I guess.
To the void.
When it popped up and it had like a white no symbol. Maybe I just misread it. Okay, we stopped yet again. I mean, I like getting restorative items, but really I want this, the combat salve. I don't want smelling salts and medicinal herbs. What else did we pick up? We must have picked up more whiskey or something? I mean, I like it. I'm gonna dump Dark Impulse, the Stress Resist, Stain Trinket. And I'm gonna dump... Oh, we got the whiskey bottle, this whiskey bottle. I'm gonna dump the Peculiar Pods. Either we're gonna roll the Jester with Bleed or we're gonna roll him with Health. We're not gonna roll him with Resistance Piercing. Just get out of my inventory. I'd love to have more Resistance Piercing, but not on him. Not right now. So we picked something else up.
Good use.
We got milk-soaked Lidens and more inventory items. We got another knife, too. Another serrated item. +4 quantity of looted relics. It's the essay gear. Hey, welcome back. Hey, welcome. Hey, bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Okay, remove stealth. No. You stockpile these. Beautiful. Take a look at the trinket. If serrated, it is serrated, it is piercing. I like the duration more than I like additional resistance piercing. Because we can just keep one bear trap on him at all times, then we get the value of both. So I'm gonna dump the clasp knife. We don't need 58% resistance piercing. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. I hope I didn't buy that at the previous inn. I think I didn't. I think about these. Love it. I like it. You don't need a mobility. Being able to reflect debuffs is really nice, though. Oh, God. Don't need 6 food. I don't have 6 food. I have 4 food. 2 apples and cheese, and 2 apples and cheese. Need to keep that at least for now. You just had 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw away the flower trinket, you're never gonna use it. I'm debating it. I am debating it because on boss fights, I think one of the most important things you can do is just keep people off of death's door. Bosses in this game tend to just hit you with 40 damage crits and then kill you. So, I think anything that gives us a chance of living off of death's door is probably worth it on the final fight. Even if we just toss it on the Vestal. You know, we can get rid of this thing, the rousing recorder, positive token. That way, they have a chance of living when they hit death's door for 1 turn. In fact, I might even get rid of this right now. So you know what, let's do that. Freeze up an inventory slot. And then get rid of the spoken sharply. If I had a unit that hit every position, like 4 positions, like a plague doctor or a runaway, I could see this. The best I can do is hitting 2 positions with the flagellant. And I don't want to lower his health because he has to be able to tank. So we're gonna dump this too. There you go. Dumping, 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 so many trinkets, dumping everything. We're gonna go left here. Don't crash.
Chaos must be met.
But like every time I've gotten to the final boss fights and I've needed people to survive, it's never been about healing for 50 and then keeping someone alive. It's been about giving them dodge tokens like a highwayman or grave robber, and then just hoping that we get enough dodges and keeping them at 2 health. If they're on 2 health, it's, you know, the only health that matters is the last one, and it seems to be even true, more true for boss fights. Visual bug had to happen to me before. A visual bug where it showed more food than I had? That's weird. Well, a bug with Darkest Dungeon? What? Excuse me? We should be okay here to go for him first. Especially because we're no longer weak on turn 1. Laudanum, I just want to get it out of my inventory, so I'm just gonna use as much of it as I can. Combo doesn't matter as much here as the raw physical damage. You stunned me? That's terrible. We're going for raw damage on this guy because we need to kill him. Unfortunately, the Jester can't finish it off, but we did get a lucky crit in there. Local streamer dumps several pounds of junk and medical supplies into the ocean. Wow! So they just stun every action now, huh?
Let us take a closer look.
Sod
at
and
the
rigging.
thing, as repulsive as it is.
4, 9. Even the bear trap. No, you know what? The bear trap would kill him. So the question is, do I want to kill him?
What can we learn upon closer inspection?
I gotta be honest, I think using one bear trap to kill this guy is actually worth it, because it'll do 5 damage. It's a little overkill-esque, but I don't want him giving everyone on his party a crit. What? It didn't get the buff! Excuse me? Hold on. Oh, they don't all get crits, they all get random buffs. I gotta look at this. I need a turn game. What trinkets do you have? +2? It's +2 duration, not +2 damage. I'm a dummy, a dummy. I am a big dummy. Who's a dummy? I'm a dummy. Wow, we low rolled that. Please stop getting so many turns before I get one. And he's stunned, so he's not doing anything. She's stunned, she's not doing anything. This is garbage.
To finish this quickly.
6 HP, 6 HP. One bear trap does not get a kill, except it does on you. Ah, whatever. We'll just taunt on this turn. They don't even get, they don't even get debuffs, really? That's unfortunate. 4 to 7's not guaranteed, toe to toe. Got 1 HP. All right. Because they're just going to, oh, she is not gonna get the stress heal. Because they're targeting her, I'll do it. I'll heal. I want to use more of this laudanum so I can dump it. That's really what this is all about. Don't need to play out. You know what? Just finish him off. Lowered stress from something. The air stirs. Him being taunted is totally fine. Oh my god, why is my light so low? What the heck? The air stirs, my light is at 36. We're gonna have to equip those pocket light items in a second. Okay, you should be dead momentarily. As soon as we purge all of our debuffs. The loathings. Ah, yes, just blame the loathing. Please get me out of here. 7 to 14, 13 to 23. Low rolling that a lot. Okay. Pristine Lure. Gain on hit, taunt, or taunt 2. Gain on miss, bleed. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. I can't equip that on the Flagellant with the trinket that buffs his health by 75% because it's a cultist trinket. So the best we can do is like... I'm just gonna dump a lot of them. The best we can do is like, I guess we could give him the clenching claws. So when he gets hit, he's likely to taunt. But he's gonna taunt anyways. Like, do we need more taunt? No. Stop it, get rid of it. Get it out of the way, get it out, sell it, dump it. We're gonna fight the Hoarder, then the Lair. And our light went lower than I thought. Loathing also increases the light drain. I did not expect it to go down so fast, though. I will spend all of my pocket torches on it if I have to. So we got speed items. Really, that's a restorative? I don't know. I was kind of hoping that by the phrasing of a restorative that they would be heals that we are accumulating. That is not the case. I guess the Hoarder, we have a ton of baubles. 144. God, it's so laggy on that screen. Oh, and this is the Vestal trinket that I was thinking about. It buffs her regen by 100%. Plus 2 regen. Gain on resist, heal 20%. My God, this is good stuff. This is where we might want to consider buying everything. Linseed oil flask, neutralizing powders, glimmer of hope. How many of those do I have? 4. I want to buy some more, but I have to. No, hold on. I can equip it. If I do this, then come to this screen, then buy 2 of them, then I can go back to this screen and then re-equip it. There you go. There. God, I hate this UI. For the Hellion, this is infinite heals. I mean, yeah, I guess she has a 33% chance of healing for like 40%. It is very good. And it was what I was thinking of. I guess since we purged her negative, an 80% chance of resisting it, it's a quarter of the turns. But then if she also gets resists for bleed, blight, or burn, she's gonna heal again. You know what? The Vestal can buff ministrations to give her resist, and then she'll keep resisting it. Tetris for pros. So if we buy that and we buy the Icon of Light for the Vestal heal, then we can make our Vestal not so much a damage dealer, but which means maybe we should. I like the damage dealing Vestal early. Late game, I actually do like the buff Vestal, but the only ones I have are debuff. I have normal Vestal, which is good damage. I have debuff Vestal, but the debuffs are on enemies. And then, wasn't there a third? Oh, the third one was Consecration gets better. But her trinkets suck anyways. Plus healing given, I mean, that's good, but we can dump this one, Death's Head. We're gonna be buying more trinkets, of course, but I like them, I really do. I also really like this. This is like perfect for boss fights. Stress resist, which is usually difficult to deal with, and then Death's Door resist. I also do like the damage up. We also saw this before. Okay, yeah, this is pretty good. I'm gonna grab this.
Such power.
It freed up 2 inventory slots because we spent so much money. And then I think we're gonna buy the Icon of Light too for the Vestal DOT healing. Because it makes it from a heal for 6 and a heal for 9 into a heal for 12 and a heal for 15. A heal for 15 guaranteed every few turns is actually like not half bad, and it's a regen, so if you're bleeding, you won't die from the Death's Door. And we're not doing any melee, and we do Consecration, so we can use that for stress relief. Sounds great. Now, I don't know if Dark Impulse works with Divine Comfort, but we can try it. And then you get this. So now you heal for 30% on a bleed resist. That's insane. We're never going to use this. We do need this for the boss fight, though. We have to give her 100% move resist, so we will be using that. And we have plenty of inventory space right now, so we don't need to dump anything else. You're noxious. You're bleed. But probably for the boss fight, we'll give you the max health, I would imagine. And you just have very good healing. And this divine comfort ability. Sure. We're not using mantra, but that's okay. Can't buy anything else, but that's okay. Right, gotta hit this button. You can almost replace Adrenaline Rush now. But Adrenaline Rush, because it does give her more bleed resist, it does not give her more bleed resist, it just removes her bleed. Never mind then. Well, yeah, okay. In theory we could, but I don't really have anything else to place in that slot, so I'll keep it for now. All right, where are we going? We're going to the lair, which is to the right. There's one barricade first. I'm doing the lair, by the way, because I think we can.
Is your coach prepared for the upcoming obstruction?
It's not about the trophy, it's about, hey, I understand this boss. We beat it pretty easily the first time around. We've got better trinkets now.
Odds carefully.
We counter the boss's nonsense with our move resist, and then we can just kill it. Now, last time we had more DOT items, but we have a few of them on the Jester. You know? Whew. I was hoping for that. We gotta use those like every turn. Sets up the combo. I think this guy can still act upon that combo, even though he's in the third position. I don't know. Game won't let me actually figure this out. No, finishing blow has to be in the first two, so he can't do it. Divine Comfort. Let's see this in action. Oh. Guys, Divine Comfort, of course. Oh, it buffs everyone! I thought it was a single target. Oh my god, that is good. So that's now a heal for, it when upgraded, it's gonna be a heal for 15 on everyone over 4 turns. Oh, that is actually like a 10 out of 10 get. Connie says it got a small buff from DD1.
The slow suffering begins.
The thing is, that's more healing than from her main healing ability. And it also healed for 5, which means it does synergize with the... Please. I think it does synergize with the trinket plus healing given. Because he doesn't have any additional healing received. So it's actually a heal for 5, which means it's a heal for... It'll be either a heal for 18 or 21. I don't know. But it's so good. I don't care, combo me. Okay, the stun is a little annoying, but he'll still get comboed. And he'll still get hit. Now he is taking 7 bleed damage on this turn, but you know, we'll work through it. It's so nice. By the way, here's a heal for 24. Then you're gonna heal for 4, and then you're gonna heal for like 45% on your turn as well. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. What I really like about it is that it's unconditional. It's something you can put out there whenever you want. Buff, debuff, buff, removal, add token, 5 health, 24 health. Well, we're gonna get comboed here and get stressed, but that's okay. We have de-stress abilities on people, although I don't have Sanctuary equipped. Four to 7. I mean, it's not gonna kill, but that's okay. Whew. That's a solid, lucky. That is a solid ability. Well, unfortunately, there's no opportunity to fester. Connie says, thank God they sped the game up from EA. There are times when I kind of do wish that there was more time to figure out what was happening, like with all the debuffs and the buffs and the tokens being removed and whatnot. You can go ahead and hit her. But, oh, I'm not using my light. Gotta hit you once. But for the most part, I do want it to go fast. A combat log would be ideal.
Go down these nightmares and blaze the
Searing
trail to your
Scripture.
redemption.
Flagellant Trinket. Round end, remove a negative token and combo. Endure steals a negative token and a combo from an ally. We saw this earlier. Removing negative tokens on himself is kind of nice. Removing the combo from himself is kind of nice, but I don't know. You know, I could see that being very helpful for the upcoming Excelsior fight. It's not his name, but I can see that so that we can just remove the negative tokens that get applied to us and remove the combo, and then we can kill the Exemplar a lot more safely. Although we do have our... We don't have them. No, we do have our items. We can just use this too, but it does also stop the fall. For now, we don't have to worry about it, though. We are about to fight Lair Boss. So as good as this is, you need the movement resist. 120% is great. This is fine on you. Now, here's a question, and here's a question for Connie. Is negative token a negative token, or does that include something like... whatever the name of the token is that you get applied when you get hit by the tentacle. It's not a tentacle, but it's the Leviathan. Does this remove that, the targeting token? I would assume not, because it's special. Like with the eyeballs, it probably doesn't remove the eye token from the Chapter 3 fight. It'd be cool if it did, but I don't think it does. But you have the movement resist, that's the only thing that we care about. Unless... Bloodlust, no. This gives you bleed resist, bloodlust. Bleed out, no. If it bleeds, no. Barbaric Yop, no. Suffer. Steel dot. Plus Destor resist, no. Endure, no. Fester, no. Those abilities are fine. Battle Ballad, don't need it. I'd like Mantra. I would. But it hasn't been buffed either. I think we're probably okay. There's our special, so no. Maybe. Smoke bomb, stimulants, 3 bear traps remaining. We need to keep one of them, but we might be able to just buy one later. And then 5 glimmers of hopes. We should equip heals. I'm gonna equip the tonic because we have 4 of these. And instead of stimulants, give you a smoke bomb. Trinket wise, we are set. I'm constantly looking at the trinkets because we need to know. Oh, good. That's a restorative? Dump it. Probably better than the stimulants, actually. If I can stack up 4 of those or 8 of those going into the boss fight, keep everyone immune to death's door, and then if they, lose health, whatever!